Well, it is Sunday morning, not Monday morning. Monday morning as in when little Simz drops her new album called No Thank You. I'm living in the past. That is coming in the future. My ass is going to be at work Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, so on, which bums me out because basically right now, the way it stands, I can't react to her new album in real time as it drops, which sucks because I really like little Simz. I've only heard the one album, but anyway, that's why I'm here doing Gray Area instead of the new album. It just doesn't work out right now for me. You would think maybe over the weekend, but I got stuff going on over the weekend, and it's tough too to, I laid out my December set list for reactions. It's a lot of big albums people have been waiting for a long time, so I'm not going to disrupt that. I want to stay true to the journey, but I hope to get to No Thank You very soon. Very soon, hopefully in January. We'll see what happens, but that's just an explanation as to why I'm doing Gray Area and not No Thank You, because I can't do No Thank You right now, unfortunately. But on the good side, I've been meaning to get to this album for a while. I didn't realize, I was looking as I was setting up the Genius tabs here, it says Offence is the first single off of the third studio album. I went on Spotify and started poking around. She's got a bunch of music. Now, maybe it's not as good as the most recent stuff. Hopefully, maybe she's been growing, evolving, becoming better over the years. Totally fine with that. But I didn't realize how much music Lil Simz has out there. So I'm looking forward to getting into this one. It looks like there's a couple big hits off. Like Venom's got over 1 million listens. That's pretty impressive. I listened to Simbi, I don't know, a couple days ago when the new album was announced. Great album. I was listening to it this morning. Again, I got to Protect My Energy. Great track too. Honestly, I kind of have like a bit of a crush on Simbi. I really do. Great writer. I like how open she is. Exploring, emotions and thoughts and doing it in a way that to me, does not come off as whiny at all. Just very... That song, I Love You, I Hate You, is fucking razor blade sharp, man. So good. So good. I like her style. I just like, she seems like she's having fun and she's pretty down to earth and tries to stay, real, I guess. I guess that's the best word, honestly. And then two, one thing about the music industry in general, this is not a knock against any specific artist or anybody like that, but just the industry. I put way more blame on the industry. Anytime it's a female artist, it's like, okay, take off all your clothes and go shake that ass. And while I like watching an ass shake as much as anybody else, it's like, man, I don't know, I just feel like it distracts. That was something I really experienced with Pink Print, Nicki Minaj. Thinking that she existed in this one lane, and then that album to me was incredible. There was so much depth. She was doing so many different things on that album. I thought it was fantastic. So it was honestly surprising to hear Nicki Minaj do this thing. And then it ends on grand piano, one of my favorite songs. That's a fantastic song. I would have never guessed in a million years that was Nicki Minaj. And it's all because of how the industry pushes it, because they don't give a shit. They just want money. Get more money. Anyway, a little fucking 5 a.m. morning rant there. Let's drop into Gray Area. I'm excited, even though I am barely awake. I am excited. Been meaning to get to this one for a while. I hope it is Inflow. That was the other thing I was going to check. So Inflow is the producer. Looks like on every track. Yeah, I'm going to assume so. Which means I think Inflow focuses on live recording, and I love that. I think that's fantastic because you can hear it. In my opinion, you can tell. Even the great beats and stuff that are being produced, with the machines and stuff, I don't have a problem with that. I've really gotten used to that. I actually really enjoy it now that I understand it better, but I do like live music production. I think it's awesome. All right, let's drop in. Track one's called Offence. Oh, I wanted to say the name of the album is cool. Gray Area. Because you can take that a couple different ways, right? You could take it as, gray area as in it's not black and white. Gray area as in the brain matter. So you're up in your head, you know, you're in your brain matter. Things aren't black and white. So maybe it's, you know, kind of hazy. There's just a lot of different ways to take that album title. The cover, you know, is just her. So I can't really analyze the cover too much, but I like the name. So I'm just curious to see where this all goes. It's got some neat track names too. So yeah, I'm high hopes and I'm burpy. All right, let's jump in. Track 1's called Offence, produced by Inflow. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Again, allow me to pick up where I left off. Phenomenon, and I'm Picasso with the pen. Niggas always talk shit until I hit him with the realness. Figured I should say something, but you don't wanna hear me vent. You can talk bad all day long, I will never be impressed. Don't know what I did to make you feel that you be earning my respect.
This is fucking
You
bad.
scare me, no, you are not a threat. Anyone I wanted, they can get it in a flash, no sweat.
Oh, and it drops out like fuck, dude.
Got my team on deck, taking out all pawns on my night, got your queen in check.
You're not listening. You're not listening. I said it with my chest, and I don't care who I offend.
Fuck yeah. Dude, this is amazing. So I want to give, this is pretty much the highest compliment I can give to any producer is I came into this album. I love, one of the things I just love about Little Simz is her writing. I love her lyrics. So I was very excited, like, all right, let's check out what she's going to say. 2 lines in, and I can't even pay attention to her because the production is fucking top notch. That bass line with the distortion in there, the drums cracking around, that like, I don't know what kind of wind instrument that was, but it was like really cool. It's got that echoey sound to it. Holy shit. So I don't even know what she said. Verse 1. I was trying to pay attention, and Inflow just said, nope, you're paying attention to me right now. So let's go back. Let's see what we got. Let's see what I missed here. Me again, pick up where I left off. I heard that part. The biggest phenomenon, Picasso with the pen. Okay. People always talk shit. Hit him with the realness. Figured I should say something, but you don't want to hear me vent. You can talk bad all day long. I'll never be impressed. I like that. Don't know what I did to make you feel that you be earning my respect. That's a good line too. Don't scare me. You're not a threat. Anyone want to come in, they can flash, no sweat. If you're going to talk on my name, at least say it with your chest. I like that too. I like that too. Got my team on deck, taking out all pawns, and my knight got your queen in check. Mate. Oh, nice. That's really well done too, because mate is a slang for, you know, oh, she's British. So that's a great use of their slang term right there. Don't get touchy, don't be getting your feelings. All I do is kill shit, even when I'm chilling. Jay-Z on a bad day, Shakespeare on my worst. I like that. I like that. I like how she rates Jay-Z above Shakespeare. Never to bonk. Fuck yeah, dude. All right, let's keep going. Verse 2. Let's see if maybe I can... No, I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to try and pay attention to Little Simz, but the production has captivated me for sure.
You sold out for a quick buzz, and honey, you got no love. No less than what I know that I'm worth, and I won't budge.
Oh, that part right there is so great.
Jugging through the broad day. And anywhere would I be now if I went in none of your way? I've been exhausted, man, I think I need a tour break.
Brings in some piano.
Holy shit. My Spanish boy, hold a hey. Hold on my blood like I'm back in town, and I need an ounce, give me more flames. Take mom on the street, like get anything you want, this is your day. I follow the white rabbit, got a couple carrots, I know that I got bad habits. Trying to find a balance, I'm in the store like I want to have it, I gotta have it.
That was amazing. That was amazing. It's, I mean, that song has everything you need. It's got a fucking beefy ass bass line. It's got the production's just staying fresh throughout, top to bottom, right? It's keeping its beat, but it's bringing stuff in, it's taking stuff out, it's doing that little hesitations and drops and then coming back. Fuck yeah. And then, you know what's really neat? I like this part too. Take mom on a spree and like get anything you want. This is your day. And then the production drops out and it kind of gets a little like really playful, almost silly maybe with some of the sounds and stuff. So I followed the white rabbit, got a couple of carrots. I know I got bad habits. And I like how the music changes into something kind of bizarre when referencing Alice in Wonderland. You know, that's kind of neat. It's just, I like it when the music and the lyrics, the intention of the lyrics, when they kind of play with each other like that. So that's just badass. This is incredible. No wonder you guys have been telling me to listen to this for so long. Wow. Wow. Huh. Trying to find balance. I'm in the store like, I want to have it. I got to have it. You're not the toughest of the bads. My pen is the maddest. And then she went on a fucking tear too right there with her flow. She sped up so fast. I've probably ended careers and it's not even, it's never out of malice. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that got a heart easily. Let's move on to track 2, which is called Boss, produced by Inflow. Drop it in. I like this picture. Is this her? Like her as a kid? Probably not. What's with the bodies laying around? Interesting. All right, Boss, track 2. God. If this is how the production's going to be throughout, I'm fucking in, man. Oh, nice. When I roll to survive, nigga. Fast forward 7 years, low ties, nigga. That stress, I'm the boss in the fucking dress. Nigga, stay in line. I'm going to pause it right before the transition here. This chorus is interesting because it's somebody else. It's not Simz. It sounds like a male voice. And the chorus is saying, stop fucking with my heart. You were my dream. And now here's the question. The next line is a question, at least in terms in how it's written in Genius. Oh, now you a man, ho? As if a man is asking her, oh, now you're a man? You think you're the man, maybe? You know, that kind of thing. I don't need that stress. I'm a boss in a fucking dress. Stay in line. I wonder, it makes me think that someone is basically pissed off and challenging little Simz with her idea of being, no, I'm a fucking rapper and I'm gonna do this and I'm good at what I'm doing, and then someone, oh, you're all this now. You know, that's kind of the impression I get from that. I don't have anything more specific to say because I don't want to just start piling in things that aren't real, but that's what I'm getting from that. Cool verse. So one thing that I will actually criticize here, because one thing I don't like is when they use the same, I guess, word at the end of each line to carry the rhyming structure. And so, not that I have a problem with this verse, but that's just something I should put out there, you know? I was thinking how I want to start in next year doing real-time reactions. Album drops, react to it like basically the same day. Which means I'm going to come across albums that probably aren't going to be that good, which will be a change for the channel. So I should get used to like kind of pointing out things that, yeah, I'm not too into. But I do like, you know, Learnt for Ye, Went and Touched the Sky. That was cool. That's something Kanye does all the time. He'll just, every line is ending on the same word almost to keep the rhyming structure. It's like, this isn't rhyming structure. You're just like, not even trying. Now, not to say that Lil Simz was not trying here, but I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. Stayed in my own lane, never sidetracked. I serve. Let me dice that. Little rodents went and fell in my mice trap. You can send it this, I'll never write back. I like that a lot. Let's keep going. I want to see verse 2.
Got in a pattern, follow the rhythm. I disregarded all opinions and continue my mission. Unapologetically, I'll be bossing it, getting better with age. Got it back, never lost it. My legacy remains. Rejected the dotted line, but not the pen. Invested in myself, that was money well spent. Came home, mommy burning incense. Remember trying to think of ways to help contribute to the rent. Now the rooms upstate, top suite, penthouse views where there's no family or friends. What life do I want? No, I gotta choose, or it's too late. Well, I guess it all depends. I'm a boss in a fucking dress. Nigga, stay in line.
Inflow is fucking brilliant. That dude's brilliant. This is fucking cool. That was great. We're 2 for 2. That was great. Great lineup here. So this is something that's nice in that I know a little bit about Lil Simz. Where is it? So I was talking about, you know, this other person telling her, you know, oh, you a man now, and all this other shit. And so verse 2, I disregarded all opinions, continued on my mission, unapologetically, I'll be bossing it, getting better with age, rejected the dotted line, not the pen, invested in myself, that was money well spent. So she's an independent artist still, to my knowledge. I remember last year her having to basically post up saying, I can't do a US tour. I can't. I don't financially. I just can't pull that off, which sucked. You know, a lot of fans were disappointed. It is what it is. But I like the whole. I rejected the dotted line, but not the pen, because obviously you sign on dotted line with the pen. But more so, I feel like this chorus of, you know, stop fucking with my heart. You were my dream. Oh, now you're a man. I don't need all this shit. It probably. Maybe people she's been having arguments with about what direction she should go with in her career, you know, signing with a label and all that versus staying independent. Or maybe the label themselves were all like fucking pissed off. Oh, you're just going to do it yourself. You think you can do all, you know, so yeah, this is fucking cool, man. Really cool. Let's move on. Track 3 called Selfish. Oh, this will be interesting. Featuring Cleo Soul, which is a name that sounds familiar, but I don't think I know who that is. Produced by Inflow, Selfish, track 3. Great beat already again. Inflow, brilliant.
Embedded in me, that's the heritage ego. And then hey, they ain't messing with the steez though. And now I'm here, can't entertain no bummy niggas. Need my nigga fresh shit,
the fucking baseline.
Me and my new case, steady blowing weed smoke. I'm a woman who can teach you a little something about claws. Diamonds will forever be a girl's best friend.
First thing I want to say about this track is it's, you know, it's backed off from the more aggressive production from the first 2 tracks, which is cool, you know. Come in hard and then kind of back off a little bit. And I'm curious to see, you know, what track 4, track 5 sounds like. But in terms of just the album flow, yeah, Inflow. Ooh, you know, I've never really spoken too much about who my favorite producers are. That's still something I'm on the tail end of. I haven't really clicked into that yet in terms of knowing the producers as well as the rappers and knowing their sound and things like that. But holy shit. If I was going to make a list of producers, my favorites, Inflow is way up there. This is fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. So let's go through the lyrics. Pretty straightforward, right? I'm selfish. You know, I guess I'm in denial. Maybe I'm wrong. You're right. So being told she's selfish all the time. And keep in mind the idea of, okay, the album's called Gray Area, so we're all up in our head maybe here. You know, the first track is Offence. Say it with your chest if you don't like me. The second track, I'm a boss. I'm not going to sign with the fucking labels. I'm going to stay independent. You're so selfish, right? So I have to believe that Simbi has heard this so many fucking times. You're so selfish. You just want to do it your way. You got a big ego and blah, blah, blah. So it's cool to see it kind of just getting written out like this. Let them hate. They ain't messing with the steez though. I'm here, can't entertain no bummy people. Need my people fresh in a tuxedo. I'm a woman who can teach you a little something about class. I'm in forever. Everything's imperative for the way I live. I know it's material, but not irrelevant. Interesting line right there, because you know, she's talking about diamonds will forever be a girl's best friend and everything's imperative and, you know, teaching someone about class. And then maybe if somebody says, oh, you're so materialistic on top of selfish, right? She's just kind of front running that. I know it's material, but it's not irrelevant. Like, okay, maybe I am materialistic. However, I still like that. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You can call people whatever you want for the things that they enjoy, but the fact remains, those are the things that they enjoy. There you go. Oh, let's see. Self-loving. Need more self-loving. That's how it goes. They want to know you when you're buzzing. But first things first, number one a priority. Call it what you want. Doesn't faze me. Doesn't bother me. Honestly. Let's keep going. I'm curious to see what verse 2 has.
Love and hate can never be friends. Don't
God, the
rush everything in
strings going on.
turn. I peeped, you couldn't handle a woman in my caliber. Had to let you mature like some fine wine. Yeah, no validation.
And that fucking bass line. Oh.
You don't have to prove you got it when you know it's yours. I don't want to feel disloyal for wanting to do me. Then you act brand new when I know the cause. Wait, call it what you like. Till now I'd never been the selfish type. Till now I'd never told nobody no. Don't get it twisted, this shit didn't happen overnight.
Oh my God, so good. The second verse has got some good shit too. Love and hate can never be friends. Don't rush everything is the divine time. I peaked, you couldn't handle a woman of my caliber. Had to let it mature like some fine wine. No validation, no applause. You don't have to prove you've got it when you know it's yours. Very true. I don't want to feel disloyal for wanting to do me. Then you act brand new and I know the cause. Call it what you like. Till now I ain't ever been the selfish type. This is the part I really liked. Till now I ain't never been the selfish type. Till now I ain't ever told nobody no. Don't get it twisted. This shit didn't happen overnight. So basically, you know, the idea of she's probably finally pushing back and saying, no, I'm going to do things this way instead of the way, you know. And it is funny how when you go along with people and you go along with people and you go along with people and you do what they want you to do, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, the one time you decide to not do that, it's a huge problem. But it's like, hold up. You don't dictate my life. I dictate my life. And you didn't have a problem when the plan was to do what you wanted to do, but now all of a sudden when I want to do what I want to do, it's a huge deal, you know? Something else too that pops into my mind with that is listening to an interview with Lady Gaga. I don't remember what it was from. I remember watching the documentary and I thought it was like a horror film. Basically, her life is hectic. I could never live her life. But she was talking about how important it was and how much basically better her career became when she started saying no. No, not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. Because I have to imagine that when you're young and you're an artist, you're trying to make it big and, you know, you're, especially if you signed under a record label, like you just, oh, you got to do this, and interviews and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And you have no control over your life, you know? So I imagine the importance of saying no is high. It's very high. That was a great track. We're 3 for 3. Track 4 is called Wounds, featuring Chronix, produced by Inflow. Let's jump in track 4. Fucking guitars, yeah.
Your life, would you risk that? These kids never been bad. 16 roll around with a big strap. Got him and he died from the impact. Deepest pain, what a mishap. Never worth it when you think back. You idolize the rappers that are wrong, gun talk, but the lifestyle never lived that. Never did that, he didn't want no prod. No dead bodies and no blood. When a gunman only knows self-hate, then bullets show no love. Oh, you thought you was grown, huh? Deal with it on your own, huh? Till you get caught from the old bill when a judge give your life like a grown-up.
Love be my destiny.
Wow.
Destiny, I'm lost. Inside there's something deeper. With you it keeps me warm.
Near the gunman, still never leaving the gunman. Stays near to the gunman. Drop a little tear for the gunman. She live and die by the gunman. Tell her life for the gunman. She will never give him up, no. When they ask where you hide, then the gunman. She wanna understand the gunman. Like, why does your gun bang? Please say, it's a long story, just know these youths wanna done, man. So tell me now, cause I gotta know. Are you gonna roll with the gunman? Drop it low for the gunman. Get dough with the gunman.
So I want to go back to what I said, I believe, on track 2. I can't remember. What I was talking, what my criticism of a rhyming structure using the same word, right? This does not apply. Verse 2 does not apply. Why? She's not trying to, I guess I should specify the criticism is, you know, trying to make it sound like a complex verse, but then when you always end on the same word, it ruins the complexity, in my opinion. She is not trying to make this complex here. This is, I'm specifically referring to the gunman, and so it's different, if that makes sense. I don't think I explained it at all. I was going to say not well, but I don't really explain it at all. She's fearing the gun man, right? She's fearing the gun, but she's never leaving the gunman. So there's the little play right there. Stays near to the gunman, drop a little tear for the gunman. She lives and dies by the gunman. This is a brilliant track. You know, this opening verse, I really like the whole, you idolize rappers that are on gun talk, but their lifestyle never lived that, never did that. So it's, you know, it's just a personification of gangster rap and all this stuff. And so listening to it and thinking, oh, that's badass and taking it up. But some of those rappers never did that shit. A lot of them have, unfortunately, from what I can understand. But, you know, he didn't want no cred, no bodies, no blood. When a gunman only knows self-hate, then bullets show no love. Cool little play right there. Oh, you thought you was grown. Deal with it on your own till you get caught for the old bill when the judge gives you life like you're a grown-up. Don't lie. This was a great part, too, that I really enjoyed. Talk about it. I'll listen when you talk about it. Don't lie when you talk about it. I know you're lost inside. And you feel like nobody cares about you. I do. You feel like nobody loves you. I do. It's going to take more to break the cycle. Fucking try and defend your title. When you're cold and the rest cry. Another story for the headlines. And then you've got the second verse is basically the girl who's with this person, who's enabling this person, staying with this person, hiding the person. When they ask, where are you hiding the gunman? She want to understand the gunman, like, why does your gun bang? It's a long story. You know, these youths don't, or the Utes, but youths, you know. Are you going to roll with the gunman, drop it low with the gunman, get the dough with the gunman? It's the realest life choice is she could lose it all for one man. Look at what your boy did. Could have all been avoided. No going back. You picked your poison. You made your choices. Good shit. Good shit. You know, too, in terms of track flow, 1 and 2 came in hot, thick, a little bit of distortion on the bass line, you know, good drumming and so on. 3 backs it off. 4's backs it off a little bit. 2 and 4 has backed it off here. Track 4, Wound, with good, serious topic, but allowing the production to, you know, just okay, we're going to give some space to the topic and so on. All right, let's keep going here.
Running with a pistol on my hip.
Oh, those strings, man.
Any minute, know them I go switch. Cause no for them did switch already. I try to live a good life, I tell ya. But when the streets rumble, a gunshot for the good guys in this concrete jungle.
Chaos these days is madness. If you get caught slipping, they'll do damage. They won't see you as practice. Come behind all these hoods and black senses. Them boys that are ready for you on sight. Them boys go get it, won't hide. Them boys, they don't want to hurt your pride. Them boys want to ruin your life. Better stay wrapped on the coldest nights. Think you're bad, wanna show them right. Take a chance or roll the dice. But you'll know how the story ends tonight. He won't make it back to ends tonight. The fuckery is that he knew this guy. Who would've thought all these years he'd be in his pal? He was looking at his killer in the eyes. Headlines.
Oh wow. So you get this, the back end of the verse here, right? Talk about the, you know, these boys are ready for you. They're gonna go get it, won't hide. They're not trying to hurt your pride. They're trying to ruin your life. And you get this final portion of the verse. We all know how the story ends tonight. He won't make it back to ends tonight. And ends, from I remember learning from Introvert, It's kind of like the ghetto of England, like a rough portion of England, wherever. I don't know where it is, obviously. So he won't make it back to ends tonight. The fuckery is that he knew this guy. Who would have thought all these years of being his pal, he was looking at his killers in the eyes headlines. And it's annotated. So let's check out the annotation. On January 11th, 2018, Lil Simz' childhood friend Harry Zuka was stabbed to death by his friend turned rival after a dispute over a girl. In an interview, she recalls, I remember waking up, Googling, trying to find out as many details as I could, going to the studio in bits. I sat in the dark in tears, and I didn't go on social to see everybody posting RIP, right? And because I didn't do that, I was able to write wounds. That makes the second verse with the girl even more interesting. Like if it was a bit of a love triangle, and she's sticking, well, whatever. I don't want to speak on that. I mean, that's not, obviously it's a bit of a tragedy there, so I don't need to like analyze that. Great track. 4 for 4. You know what's really crazy? We're going to roll into track 5 now, which is called Venom, produced by Inflow. Over 100 million listens, by far the biggest track off the album. The next track is the biggest track off the album. Like, these first 4 are brilliant. Just phenomenal. And now we're going to get to the good one? Okay. All right, sure. Whatever. Right. If you're going to tell me, oh, yeah, it only gets better from here. Okay. Sure. All right, track 5, Venom. Strings are doing their thing.
Life sucks and I never try suicide. Mine's fucked even more than I realize. Time's up, keep it moving when she arrives. If you ever heard what I heard in my mind, never try, you would cry, that's a lie, you would die. I don't wanna ever come down from a high, I am in the best seat. From time and the next breed, if it come at me directly. Don't need no one to defend me. Souls in a place even I can't get to, don't fuck with the deadly. Moon waves and overseas, quick coasting overseas. Fuck those who don't believe, they will never wanna admit I'm the best here. From the mere fact that I've got ovaries. It's a woman's world, so to speak. Pussy you sour, never giving credit where it's due, cause you don't like pussy in power. Venom.
Oh, nice.
My, if you ever heard what I heard in the night, what I fright must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever come down from a high. My soul was sending to the sky. It's just you and I, gone, but I'm feeling too alive. Trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay. I ain't talking big amounts. Some kind of physical pain, some kind of traumatic shit. Niggas wanna see dead bodies, probably not. They ain't rolling with no automatic clips. Moving scatty, all erratic and shit. Niggas pussy licking batty and shit. Oh, you man, then come at me, you prick. Make a move, better pattern it quick. I assume you'll be coming for blood. That makes 2 of us. Venom.
Interesting. I'm just gonna let it play. There's only a minute left. Wow. I did not expect that at all. I'm gonna go down. There's a summary of the track here. I want to read this summary real quick. Venom is a feminist mental health anthem by rapper Lil Simz. The song went viral on social media on TikTok. Okay, so that's why it's got so many listens here. In April, the video shows you based around feminism. It's a woman's world, so to speak. Pussy you sour, never give credit where it's due. Sure. The song was featured in the soundtrack. Okay. So that it's made some rounds. I was hoping it was going to talk about. It seems like she's talking to a specific person, especially in this first verse. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the second verse. Let's see. If you ever heard what I heard in mind, never try, you would cry. Never try, you would cry. That's a lie. You would die. I don't ever want to come down from a high. I'm in the best seat. Where was it? Don't need no one trying to defend me. Souls in place. If I can't go, move ways quick. Fuck those who don't believe they'll ever want to admit. Fuck those who don't believe. They will never want to admit I'm the best here from the mere fact that I've got ovaries. It's a woman's world, so to speak. Never giving credit where it's due because you don't like pussy and power. Great lines right there. Yeah, great lines. My son's fighting a bit of a cold, so he's coughing in the background. So, my favorite, I guess, feminist song, if you call it that, today still is I'm Just a Girl, or Just a Girl by No Doubt. If you've never heard that track, Just a Girl by No Doubt, go put it on. Amazing song. If you've ever heard what I heard the night, what a fright. Must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't ever want to come down from a high. My soul ascended to the sky. It's just you and I. God, but I'm feeling too alive. Trying to get me out of spite. Someone's got to pay. It seems like she's talking to someone here. And this part of the second verse is probably a throwback to one of Simz's most known powerful songs to date, Dead Body, which she represents, or she has presented extended. A metaphor of the imperfections on humanity. Okay. Okay. Well, so it goes. Make a move, better pattern quick. Huh. Nighttime. So I'm kind of derailed right now a little bit. I'm getting a little too deep in my own head. I'm slightly distracted with my son, you know, coughing and sneezing and what have you. Down I go. Don't follow me. Anyway. Looking forward to listening to that one again. I feel like there's more here. Actually, here we go. This was the part I was looking for. They want to kick me down, demolish me, use me, and fucking abolish me. Great lines right there. I don't want to hear no apologies. Or am I in my own head? Can't tell anymore. Psychotic to the death. Because track 3 was selfish. You know, and yeah, maybe I'm selfish and pushing back against people calling her selfish. But it's gray area. You know, having these thoughts swirl around in your mind. And so, you know, now she's thinking, well, am I being too, you know, am I pushing back too hard kind of a thing, maybe? When I dig deep, I can never find nothing left. It's a mystery. Rage. Nothing but rage. Can't figure out if I'm going insane. Ain't no doubt we'll be showing no mercy, so think twice if you want to get blazed. Nothing ain't nice around here. No games. Huh. Venom. Cool track. Very cool track. Huh. It's funny how social media will make something just blow up like that. All right, let's move on to track 6, which is 101 FM, produced by Inflow. Here we go. Totally different sound. Totally different sound.
Mad.
It sounds like a video game, which is great. I love it.
Mad.
This is cool. Very cool.
Back when me and Abelino used to make tracks. Live and die in the LDN and ends is mad. Shit's crazy. Trappers and a whole family in the same damn flat. Eve trying to get a salary while Adam out here licking shots to the cats. Don't let Shibs on a Friday pulling up a J-Bo's gaff. 2-2 gal getting moved by 2-2 man. Come off the decks if you can't mix, it's not happening. More time gunshots in the air like bat. We used to have dreams of getting out of flats. Playing PS2, Crash Bandicoot, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, cool. They're referencing video games now.
I master my flow like Dizzy and Buster. Legends. And one day buy real weed from a Rasta. Sticking down.
You know, I was when I at the beginning of the track I mentioned, oh, it sounds like a video game. I want to explain that to me that's not a criticism. There's been some of the best music I've ever heard from video games. And it just kind of reminded me of that style, like an older style video game. And then here we are. We're hearing this track about, you know, all these rappers that are trying to make it. They're crammed into this tiny little flat. Just kind of, you know, recollection, thinking back to those days. You get into the chorus. You just have dreams of getting out of the flats, playing PS2, Crash Bandicoot, Mortal Kombat. That's fucking awesome. Mastered my flow like Dizzy and Busta. This is cool. Although, so there's this part here is annotated. Tears in my eyes, real tens when Ken got nicked. Tore everyone apart, but the law don't give two shits. Just another black boy in the system doing time. So who's Ken? Incarceration of a childhood friend and the effect it had on the community. She points out the obliviousness of the court. When Ken went away, there was something missing. Growing up, we were like a family, and that was something that tore my area apart and left this gap. But the law doesn't care that someone going to prison is low-key tearing apart the community. Nobody got in touch. Huh. They don't say why? Interesting. I like this portion too. Times I would get home late to my mom's crib. Sibby, who are you with? What have you done? Where have you been? Just mom is immediately like, oh my God, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? That's funny. Very funny. All right, let's keep going. That's cool.
Now I'm doing up some mad things, doing up big things. Still I'm in ends when I pass through juniors. planting, ready on site. When I walk in, Wayne shouts out, yo, Wagwan sistering. Killing with flows, one by one, or I kill him with blows. Simz is the only one in her job. It's bait, everyone in under knows. Still not, they don't wanna give no props, but life's good when you make this much dough. I'm laid back, I'm good, I'm easy. Old school was too damn easy. In my Air Force One, new era high. PS2, crash bandicoot, Mortal Kombat. Used to bunt training, dip the conductor. Now I can buy all the ting from a Rasta.
This is 101 FM. We're live at ya.
This is cool.
Top of the flats.
This is really cool. You know, I like the outro here with it being the radio station, because you've got this whole reflection of where they came from and struggling to make it, and how she couldn't afford to buy the fucking ticket for the train, and now she can buy all these different things from the Rastas, which I assume is, I don't know, weed or something like that. Playing PlayStation, you know. Giving shout outs to some of the artists that she really, really liked. I mastered my flow like Luda and Kano. Ludacris is probably one of this, right? Who's Kano? Oh, Kano's the guy. Oh, a UK rapper. Okay. I was going to say Kano is for Mortal Kombat, which is the game they're also playing. Cool track. This is I always like it when an artist, you know, they do something that just kind of shows you where they came from, and they reflect back on that, because to me it tells me that they see where they are now and they appreciate it. Because if you never look back and you ever, oh God, this and that, I just feel like it's a nice way of really acknowledging the present, which is important, especially if you've been working so hard to get to a place. It's something that really bugs me about Western culture, especially like the school system, right? It's always like, oh, you gotta get to the next grade, and it's always this constant progression, right? You got to get to this thing, and then when you graduate, then you get to this thing, and then when you graduate, you get to this thing, and you just keep going. It's like, when do we ever stop and go, hey, cool, we made it? You know, like, this was the goal a year ago. Now we're here. Awesome. You know, celebrate that. But it's always just like this carrot on a stick instead, it seems like. At least that's how it's presented. So I like this. I like it when it's just like, all right, let's take a minute. Let's look at where we're at. Let's appreciate it. Let's enjoy it. That's something I try and focus on. All right. Well, we're 6 for 6 so far. I've enjoyed every track. Let's move in. Now, what's interesting here is the back end. It has lower listens, although the whole album doesn't necessarily have a lot of listens either. I think really with Venom blowing up on social media, it kind of thrown everything askew in terms of numbers, right? But let's check out track 7, which is called Pressure. Oh, I'm sorry. I was already on the tab. Pressure. It's featuring Little Dragon, produced by, I don't know how to pronounce that, Inflow and somebody else. Sigurd, maybe? I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But track 7, Pressure.
Oh, let me apply the pressure, A. Start off before we end up, get your march on your mark, get set, ready, gunshot. I've got my hands in the air, singing don't shoot. How in the world could you dare let it boss through? Now do you care about all the eyes on you? Now you wanna say we're telling lies on you? Same motherfuckers I be killing off the planet are the same fuckers advising you. But true, the stuff is surprising too. See them probably just offer depriving youth. Why you wanna all dress lies as truth? Have you ever seen what silence do? I don't wanna see no violent truth. Putting out fires that haven't ever been started with a rotted man, I'm tired too. But I don't lose, I refuse. Take a walk in my shoes, or any other young black person in this age. All we ever know is pain, all we ever know is rage. That book starts on this page, do not try to relate. It's either you do or you don't shit. It's either you will or you won't hope, but still got you engaged. Don't take offense, it's too late. I say this to those that never been poverty stricken, always have a silver spoon to feed off. It may not be your fault, heard that line before, leave that privilege shit at the door. I don't care about none of that shit. Say it loud and keep playing my shit. Keep applying pressure, A. Far from where I wanna be in this life. There's nothing I can't be in this life. I just wanna do my thing and be free in this life. Blinded at times, can't see in this life. Just trying to pass the test like I want A stars. Don't give me no C in this life. I'm just glad that my unborn kids won't have you as a daddy in this life. Hold your L, you prick. F you, nigga really thought he was a G in this life. Fuck that, not stressing, get a next thing. I don't wanna be angry in this life. Shit really got me down, but I'm still gonna succeed in life.
Pause, because the song's almost done, and she has said so much. She's going so fast here, which is great. You know, that's something I don't know if I remember I said or not on Venom. just blazing through, man. Blazing through that track. Doing it again here, too. Especially the opening verse where there's basically no production. She's just cracking it off, you know? Start off where we end up. Get your march on your marks, get set, ready, gunshot. I like that. It's like the playoff of the start of a race, but it's actually a playoff of gunshots as well. I put my hands in the air so you don't shoot. How in the world could you dare let a boss ruin? Now you don't care about all the eyes on you. You want to say we're telling lies on you. Same motherfuckers that be killing off the planet are the same fuckers advising you. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I was just thinking about that the other day. I was at work, and there's a little airport nearby where I work, and we're outside, and I was like, oh, there goes a private jet. There goes a private jet. There goes a private jet. It's like these fuckers are sitting around telling all of us what we need to do to save the planet while they fly around on their stupid-ass private jets. If I was in charge, there'd be no more private jets. Oh, and just imagine the poor rich people tears. Oh, no, I can't fly my private jet anymore. Oh, you got to travel like the rest of us? Oh. Oh, God, I love talking shit about rich people so much. Why you want to all dress lies as truth? Have you ever seen what silence do? I don't want to see no violent troops putting out fires that haven't even been started. Brilliant line. Brilliant line, right? Basically, the oppression of even the hint of resisting back. Brilliant line right there. Huh. Take a walk in my shoes or any other young black person in this age. All we know is pain. All we know is rage. That book starts on this page. Don't try to relate. It's either you do or you don't. It's either you will or you won't. I say this to those who've never been poverty-stricken, always having a silver spoon to feed off of. It may not be your fault. Heard that line before. Leave that privileged shit at the door. I don't care about none of that shit. Say it loud. I keep playing my shit. Yeah. God, I really like Little Simz. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. Inflow's brilliant. I'm honestly kind of sad that I can't do the new album right now. I wish I could, but, well, anyway. And then you get this part in the second verse. Blinded at times, can't see in this life. She's trying to pass the test like I want A stars. Don't give me no C in this life. I'm just glad that my unborn kids won't have you as a daddy in this life. There's no annotation. I can't click on that to find out more. That is fucking brutal right there. My unborn kids won't have you as a daddy in this life. Hold your L, you prick. F you. Really thought you was a G in this life. Fuck that. Not stressing. Get the next thing. I don't want to be angry in this life. Shit really got me down, but I'm still going to succeed. And this is something I've really enjoyed about her, especially in that track, I Love You, I Hate You, where she acknowledges this whole struggle with, you know, wanting to hate her father, but by actively hating her father, she's just dragging herself down. And so, brilliant. Brilliant. Like, you know, the album's called Gray Area, and maybe she feels like she gets in her head too much, but from the music, it seems like she handles it pretty well. She's able to sort this shit out, which is awesome, because then she can put it down and let other people hear these songs and help other people sort shit out. Talking to God, He making me see my reason to be here. Understand that this is bigger than me. Watch the news and feeling so helpless, can't even help myself. I'm changing up all this shit. Say it louder, keep playing my shit, man. I'm proud of how far we've come. Nice. All right, let's keep going. Let's finish up here. We got about a minute left.
In your debt and now working for a check. Everybody's caught in the lifestyle. Michael Jordan steps, thinking you can jump the test. Everybody's caught in the lifestyle.
So you wanna be filthy rich then? With yes men by your side. Would you walk along the stride? With yes right, with yes men by your side.
Keep applying pressure, A.
I like that too. I like that. It's kind of like a final call. Like, don't let up. Keep fighting these fuckers. Yeah, I was laughing a little bit at myself because I've said this before. My feet, you can't see it, but my feet are doing this. Like, and they'll be doing that even on a song like the end portion here was nice and mellow, because my brain is just fucking vibrating. Like I'm so like into it and enjoying it. Just diddle, 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 diddle. And I have to almost like slow myself down. It's amazing. Cool track. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Track 8 is called Therapy, produced by Inflow. I kind of want to talk about this more, but I don't have anything of use to say. I'm basically just gonna rant more. So we'll move forward. Track 8, Therapy. Let's drop in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've got used to spending my time alone. They ask when I'm coming home. My system on overload, but money is on the phone. Adjusting to different zones, it's harder to be composed. Drama with my nigga and he ain't striking the proper tone. I say, who you think you are? Hung up, picked up the keys, then drove to the bar. Had a couple drinks, forgot where I parked. Ended on the bench, gazing at stars, envisioning what life would be if I had lived out on Mars. Never a chance, afraid of the dark, afraid of the past.
This is great. It's a little early. I was saying, well, I haven't said it yet, but I was thinking Boss is probably going to be my favorite track. This might be my favorite track. So look at the lyrics here after this. The beat, the production. You know, she's talking about, she's getting in an argument, right? Fuck this, I'm out. I'm going to go to the bar, have some drinks. Forgot where I parked. I feel like it does have, the production has this kind of like a, not drunk, not like just hammered and in a wreck, but like I've had a couple drinks in me. I'm just kind of walking around downtown. There's people, there's, you know, there's bars, there's lights, there's all this shit. And I'm just kind of walking around, you know, and this like decompression of just being out alone, surrounded by people who don't know you. You're not gonna have to talk to anybody. It does have this weird ability of just kind of shedding the shit, you know, that's piling up sometimes. Oh man, there's a line here. My system on overload, but money is on the phone. And that, I really like that line. To me, it feels like, you know, my system's on overload. I'm stressed out. I'm working too hard. I'm pushing too hard, maybe. But money is on the phone, or oh yeah, on the phone. But you know, if I stop doing this, if I end this call and tell them no and tell them I'm not going to do this next gig or whatever, right? I'm not going to get paid, and I'm trying to fucking get paid. I'm trying to make it. So that's a difficult split right there, right? Because it's two different things. Who you think you are? My guy, he ain't striking the proper tone. I say, who you think you are? Hung up, picked up the keys, and drove to the bar. Love it. Afraid of the dark. Afraid of the past, afraid of the answers to questions I never asked. That's another great line, because think about, you know, let's having an argument. She's having an argument with her boyfriend, or maybe it's not even that, but just in general. But think about an argument and having a concern, a worry, but you don't want to ask the question, because if you do and they answer it, now that concern, that worry can be confirmed. Oh shit, it's true. What if it's true? What if I ask this person, hey, did you do this? And they say yes. You know? So I like that line, because that's something that exists when you have this worry, but then fuck, if I ask them and they say it's true, now it's true. Whereas right now I can isolate, I can protect myself from it. It's not real yet. It's just a worry, right? It just exists in my mind. But that's bullshit too, right? If it happens, it's happened, whether or not we know or want to believe it. Seeing people's true colors and the fakers fading at last. I like that line too. I don't even know why I invest in the time coming to therapy. There's nothing you can tell me that will help me. All right, let's move in the verse 2. This is a great track. Think about the production. Being a little buzzed and just walking around downtown and not giving any fucks. Perfect. The production's perfect for that feeling.
Don't follow any laws, I got many flaws and so many great opportunities, many doors. That's what happens when they put you on so many tours. But there's no sleep, blunts get lit, Henny pause. Femi calls, no, he wants to have a heavy money talk. I'll leave your country without giving it any thought. But why the fuck I'm on this couch, spilling my heart out? More high blood pressure you've already caused. No therapy.
Can't you feel it? Just walking around, not giving a fuck. 3 beers in, don't give a fuck.
Society of frauds and counterfeits. People are dying, give a fuck about making some hits. Probably shouldn't say that out loud, but I did. Sometimes I just wanna dip, buy some land, raise my kids, teach my daughter about the wonders of the world. I'm convinced if she's anything like me, I'm raising a king.
God, that was fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Favorite track. That's my favorite track, by far. Well, I should say by far, because the other ones have been so great too, but that is a brilliant track. This portion here, some people read The Alchemist and still never amount to shit, is annotated. The Alchemist is a novel. Okay. The book, which chronicles a shepherd's journey of self-discovery to the pyramids of Giza, is often regarded as being filled with important life lessons. Okay. Simz is saying that even though, you know, with those lessons at hand, some people just beyond the ability of choosing self-enlightenment. I've never read that book. I should read it. Interesting. Sometimes we don't see the fuckery until we're out of it. Yep, that's true. We live in a society of frauds and counterfeits. People are dying. Give a fuck about making some hits. Probably shouldn't say that out loud, but I did. That's great. I like this part right here. Right? People are dying. People are dying, and here I am trying to make music. Here I am making YouTube videos. Like, this is something I've thought about too. Like, you know, I feel like little Simz is basically trying to say I should be doing something like useful. I should be doing something that's going to help people. I should be doing, you know, more. Or just say fuck it, like she says here, and, you know, buy some land, raise my kids, teach my daughter about the wonders of the world. And that's a weird one too. You know, but then you think, well, what if she doesn't make it? What if she says, yeah, you're right. People are dying. Making music is stupid. It's trivial. It doesn't help anyone, and we got to fix the problem. But then you don't have this amazing music, which does help. That's a weird one too. You know, something I think about from time to time. I feel like, you know, are we all wasting our time? Like, should we do more? I don't know. Anyway, Therapy, great track. That's my favorite. I don't care what happens next. I don't care. I don't care what happens next. That's my favorite. So we've been to track 9, Sherbet Sunset. Which, it's kind of maybe. So just based off the title alone, I wonder if it's going to be kind of like light, you know, glow, warm sounds type of thing. We'll see. Or will it be cold like ice cream?
That little gray area. Yo, it's hard to talk about something that I don't believe in. L-O-V-E, can you tell me what's the meaning? I've been dreaming. How the fuck was you that deceitful? I didn't see it. Hard for me to paint the picture, you'll just have to meet him. Gave my all to you, wanted to give more to you. Should have been honest with yourself, nobody was forcing you. I ain't even mad at you, Chuck, I'm just mad at me. Should've known better, mommy taught me better strategy. Still it burns, guess it's a blessing and a curse. Life goes on, it's another lesson learned. Now I'm on crud like shit will get messy if you ever get to testing. But really I'm a sensitive soul and I'll stress it. What happens when someone takes advantage of that? Lost part of myself and I can't get her back.
All night long, I've been waiting for you to run back home.
This is a great chorus.
All night long, I've been investigating if you went and found new love.
Wow. You know what's cool too? The chorus, that bass line gets really muted. It almost becomes echoey. I like what Inflo's doing here. Sherbet Sunset. You know what? The first thing that comes to mind with this track is just, sitting, watching the sunset, and just thinking about all these different things. It's hard to talk about something I don't believe in. Love. What's the meaning? I've been dreaming. How the fuck was it you were that deceitful? Gave my all to you, wanted to give more to you. Should have been honest with yourself. Nobody was forcing you. I'm not even mad at you, Chuck. I'm just mad at me. Should have known better. Mommy taught me better strategies. You know? Mind switched on. You can hear it in the verse, but you will never know how much it really hurts. Yeah, that's a good. This is fucking brilliant. Silly for me to think we was on the same page. You really don't know anybody these days. She stays for his sake, a sweet face, mind spinning, the clock ticking, my soul missing. This part really stood out to me. She stays for his sake, a sweet face. Maybe it's her, maybe it's somebody else, maybe it's the girl that he's with now. But, you know, mind spinning, the clock ticking, soul missing. Clock ticking, I assume, is biological clock. You know, if you want to have kids and you're a girl, that's tough. That's a thing, especially when it really kicks in. I've never experienced that, but I've seen people. It's like, oh shit, so and so wants to get pregnant, huh? Oh yeah, yeah, she's been giving me hell for it lately. Oh yeah, I can tell. My soul missing, mind spinning, clock ticking, soul missing. Now, the reason why I point that out is because it's weird how, you know, the body will want to do certain things while the mind is clearly like, don't do that. This is not the right way. But the body's like, no, we gotta do this thing, whatever it is, you know, whether it's whatever it is. There's a lot of, it's weird. What really gets me is addicts. You know, when people are addicted to something, they just can't fucking stop. They could be fully aware and they can't stop. The body is a weird device. Give someone an inch and they will take a mile. It might take a while. Now I've seen you approach this in Faker style. Feels like the apocalypse. Feels like the world ending. Who am I? I'm a mess. More sinning, more spending, more days down trying to make it through the 7th. I don't know what the 7th is on that. Can't believe I almost got rid of my independence. Now, at first I thought that, you know, maybe they were engaged or something like that, and she's freaking out because I can't believe I almost married this guy or whatever. But then I thought too, you know, that falls in line with some of this shit about being an independent artist. You know, maybe he was pushing her to sign with the label and give away her independence as an artist too. It could be both. I don't know. That was an interesting line right there. The type of fuckery will have you look at yourself and start second guessing. That's another great line because, right, like if you have self-awareness and you understand people who are not good for you, but then you find yourself falling for them, like, holy shit, can I even trust myself in these situations? This is brilliant, man. God, I love Lil Simz. I love her. Let's keep going. Verse 2.
How the fuck you get twang, Simz? You're smarter than that, but you don't see it when you're in it. That's the hardest of facts. I can't relax, my heart racing. Remember when I heard the news, I just couldn't face it. If we ever talk again, it's on a last name basis. I know where to place you. I'm just trying to understand it. I don't want to hate you. Guess you had to do what you had to do, but just know nobody rates you. Key word in all of this is you. I wonder what I did for me. I hardly remember me. What a waste of chemistry, energy and empathy. Wonder when you plan to let me know about her pregnancy. You have no integrity, emotion or respect for me. Clearly wasn't meant to be. This was temporary. This the clearest I've seen. It was bound to end eventually. Still it hurts tremendously. Can't bear the intensity.
A quick box here to click on this annotation because wonder when you plan to let me know about her pregnancy. So I'm wondering if the guy cheated on Lil Simz, got this other girl knocked up. Simz expand on these lines. So many people are going to adding. So many people are going to hear that. It's kind of scary. It was straight up you're dropped kind of thing, and I moved on. I'm not trying to trash talk my ex. It's not a revenge song, but I hadn't sat in my emotions and really understood how I felt. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, let's finish this track out here.
You was meant to be in my Grammy speech. Your entire loss, I'll just keep it real. Truth won't be concealed. Please don't listen to this and ask me if I'm hurting or if I'm okay. Allow me to be human and be in my feels. Chill, I'm good, I got it. I never lost it. Or am I just lying to myself to skip the topic?
Oh man, that was a fucking brilliant song. Brilliant. You know, this interlude part, right? She gets through this whole thing. And then you get to the last little bit, and it's like la 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 la. And she even says a little bit of la 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 la. And it reminded me of so it goes, so it goes, so it goes. Da 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 da. Not that she was pulling from that track or anything, but just the same kind of like attitude toward it. You know? So because so it goes, that line is the prominent line in the book Slaughterhouse-5. Any time in that book when the author mentions somebody dying, which is constant because it's about World War II, he says, so it goes. So anytime somebody dies, so it goes, so it goes, so it goes, right? It's a brilliant book. If you've never read Slaughterhouse-5, read that book. And then Mac Miller's play off of that. And then this feels like her version of Mac Miller playing off like that. Just kind of this la, 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 la. You know, like, yep. That's what happened. And, you know, especially there was a line earlier, you know, you just kind of fucking move on. You learn and move on. Oh, good shit. This is a great song. This whole album is unbelievable. I'm 9 for 9 on hearts next to these tracks. Let's move into the final one. It's called Flowers, produced by Inflow and Astronaut, featuring Michael, oh God, Kiwanuka? Michael Kiwanuka? I don't know. Track 10, Flowers.
Sleep time. Sleep time.
Feel the pain of his troubled history. They wipe his memories, then tell him his past is a mystery. What is life without victory? Opinion, no liberty. Enlighten me how to stay sane in the world so mental, world sick enough. A voodoo child playing purple haze. Can't get no relief, lonely hours never temporary. He knows at some point he will ascend eventually. Still going to heights, coincidentally he's a mess but still good at putting on a brave face for the camera. He smiles, you can tell it's fake, you can tell it's fake. The thief sold him a cheaper ticket to heaven's gates. No ID, no entry, 27 Club says. The good fly young, the good at our greats. Jimmy Basquiat, Amy, Robert, Janice, Kurt Cobain.
When the stars die young. Took 27 years to realize you already won.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
One more hit before my eyes close. One more hit before my eyes close.
Was this verse about, I feel like this is very much about Amy Winehouse. She's problematic. Nobody can stand it, but she's been told it's liability, not as fuck. I'm gonna write Confessions of an Addict. How They Let Me Sing to the Masses. Lost What I Had, Staring in the Face of Tragic. Like I Didn't Just Back to Black It. Back to Black being a fantastic album by Amy Winehouse. Love Was a Losing Game. Great fucking song off of that album. Paparazzi on My Doorstep, Never Leaving Home. Which was, Amy was just constantly swarmed. Lying on the floor, minds blown, trying to reach the phone. One more hit. Second verse, Details, Precious Dangers, Little Simz, signaling Simz' actual life to end. But the unavoidable consequence of death took over. The accidental death depicted in these lines most closely mirrors the deaths of Janis Joplin, who was found dead on a hotel room floor after overdosing on heroin. Simz' anonymous description of unexpected death takes influence from the demise of several musicians. Right, Amy Winehouse drank herself to death. Jimi Hendrix died in his sleep from asphyxiation after sleeping pills. Yeah, so the mind's blown. The lyrics mind's blown could have double meaning, spaced out, but then also Kurt Cobain shooting himself in the head, allegedly. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but allegedly. We'll just leave it at that. Let's go. Jimmy. I don't know who Basquiat is. Or Robert. Jimi Hendrix. Kurt Cobain, I know. Janis Joplin, yeah. Amy Winehouse. Robert. Basquiat, Robert. Robert Johnson. I don't know who Robert Johnson is. Jean-Michel Basquiat. Don't know who those are either. Let me back it up a little bit. Oh, I got to sneeze too. So let me back it up. I'll start playing. I'll mute the mic and sneeze.
Can you feel the synergy? All we have is memories, always heard but never seen. This is more than you know. Connect with my body and soul and do what my body is told. Picture a beautiful sight, but not all that glitters is gold. Afraid of what the future may hold for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Right here. Just beautiful. That little use of horn is just brilliant.
was up for you. Oh, all for you.
Wow. Well, 10 for 10. Hearts across the board. That's phenomenal. I want to go back before I do closing thoughts here. I want to go back to verse 1 because there was a line in here that I really liked. The thief sold him a cheaper ticket to heaven's gate. I like that. He smiles. You can tell it's fake. You can tell it's fake. The thief sold him a cheaper ticket to heaven's gates. VooDoo Child playing Purple Haze. Yeah, Jimmy. They'll wipe his memories, then tell him his past is a mystery. What is that? Memory wiping, the construction of fictional backstories are staples of many dystopian novels and movies involving government agencies. Notable the Bourne trilogy. In these pieces, amnesia is used to prevent people from acting contrary to what is... What? Okay. What the fuck does that have to do with the song? Huh. Okay. Whatever. One more hit before my... Oh, yeah, I already talked about that. Flowers, Flowers for All. This is a beautiful track. Beautiful track. Beautiful send-off. I have to assume, too, that Little Simz is a fan of all of these artists that she's mentioning, too. I have to believe she's a fan of Amy Winehouse. Jimmy, too. Probably, hell, even fucking Kurt Cobain. This is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal album. Oh, my God. Why did I wait so long to do this, guys? Why did I wait so long? I say that and I laugh because it was like yesterday in Discord because everyone's waiting for the new album that's coming tomorrow that I can't do. And they're like, Bob, you should have did Gray Area. You should have did Gray. Yeah, I should have. And now I have. So there. Yeah. God, that was so good. The production. I mean... It's just I have praise for everything. The production is fucking phenomenal. The production is so good, and it's also just so appropriate for what it's doing in certain portions of the songs in terms of like getting louder and more aggressive or backing off and giving space. Little Simz is brilliant, of course. God damn, man. You know, it just I wish I could do the new one right now. I really do. Oh well. So it goes. I apologize for, I got a little distracted in Venom because my son woke up and he was up and, you know, he's coughing and sneezing and stuff like that. So a little bit of a distraction there. I didn't really give Venom the amount of attention I was hoping to, but that's how it goes. Great track. I want to listen to that one a couple more times and just kind of really experience it. One thing that is tough with this format, I've said this before, is while I love listening to it and having this like intimate experience with the lyrics and everything, it does kind of detract from just the flow of an album, you know? So this experience is very different from the experience I then have after recording this and listening, you know? I look forward to listening to Gray Area. 35 minutes, 10 tracks. I mean, this is one of those records you just put it on and from top to bottom, perfect, right? You just, you put it on, you don't touch it. Love every track. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Well, for everyone who gets to enjoy the No Thank You album, no spoilers. And I hope to get to it soon. And we'll see you guys soon.